Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Of ideas, images, representations, expressions, characterized by perfect conformity to fact or truth, strictly correct. A precise image. Sharply exact or accurate or delimited. A precise mind. Of ideas, images, representations, expressions, characterized by perfect conformity to fact or truth, strictly correct. Conforming exactly or almost exactly to fact or to a standard or performing with total accuracy. An accurate reproduction. Claim as due or just. Of ideas, images, representations, expressions, characterized by perfect conformity to fact or truth, strictly correct. Take as an undesirable consequence of some event or state of affairs. Marked by strict and particular and complete accordance with fact. An exact mind. Make right or correct. Correct in opinion or judgment. Socially right or correct. Correct behavior. Censure severely. Go down in value. The stock market corrected. Punish in order to gain control or enforce obedience. Adjust for. Engineers will work to correct the effects or air resistance. In accord with accepted standards of usage or procedure. Free from error, especially conforming to fact or truth. The correct answer. Make reparations or amends for. Alter or regulate so as to achieve accuracy or conform to a standard. Correct the alignment of the front wheels. Treat a defect. The new contact lenses will correct for his myopia. Make right or correct. Correct in opinion or judgment. Time proved him right. Intended for the right hand. A right-hand glove. The piece of ground in the outfield on the catcher's right. Informal, very. Used informally as an intensifier. A right fine day. Exactly. Socially right or correct. It isn't right to leave the party without saying goodbye. Southern regional intensive, very, to a great degree. They have a right nice place. Anything in accord with principles of justice. He feels he is in the right. In an accurate manner. He guessed right. Those who support political or social or economic conservatism. Those who believe that things are better left unchanged. In accord with accepted standards of usage or procedure. What's the right word for this? Precisely accurate. Free from error, especially conforming to fact or truth. The right answer. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. She felt right at home. Make reparations or amends for. Right or wrongs done to the victims of the Holocaust. Appropriate for a condition or purpose or occasion or a person's character, needs. The right man for the job. Most suitable or right for a particular purpose. The right time to act. In the right manner, correctly, suitably. The hand that is on the right side of the body. He writes with his right hand but pitches with his left. in accordance with moral or social standards. That serves him right. An interjection expressing agreement. An abstract idea of that which is due to a person or governmental body by law or tradition or nature. Certain rights can never be granted to the government but must be kept in the hands of the people. A turn toward the side of the body that is on the south when the person is facing east. Take a right at the corner. Being or located on or directed toward the side of the body to the east when facing north. My right hand. Frequently plural, the interest possessed by law or custom in some intangible thing. Mineral rights. Having the axis perpendicular to the base. A right angle. In conformance with justice or law or morality. Do the right thing and confess. In or into a satisfactory condition. Things are right again now. Location near or direction toward the right side, i.e. the side to the south when a person or object faces east. He stood on the right. Of or belonging to the political or intellectual right. Of the side of cloth or clothing, facing or intended to face outward. The right side of the cloth showed the pattern. Put in or restore to an upright position. They righted the sailboat that had capsized. Regain an upright or proper position. The capsized boat righted again. Toward or on the right, also used figuratively. He looked right and left. Of or relating to are used in microscopy. Microscopic analysis. Visible under a microscope, using a microscope. So small as to be invisible without a microscope. Differences were microscopic. Extremely precise with great attention to details. Examined it with microscopic care. Done with delicacy and skill. A nice bit of craft. Excessively fastidious and easily disgusted. Too nice about his food to take to camp cooking. Socially or conventionally correct, refined or virtuous. A nice girl. Exhibiting courtesy and politeness. A nice gesture. A city in southeastern France on the Mediterranean, the leading resort on the French Riviera. Pleasant or pleasing or agreeable in nature or appearance. What a nice fellow you are, and we all thought you so nasty. Being precise with regard to a prescribed or specified criterion. The prediction for snow was right on the button. Just as it should be. Being precise with regard to a prescribed or specified criterion. His guess was on the nose. Just as it should be. Marked by precise accordance with details. Punctilious in his attention to rules of etiquette. Suggesting taste, ease, and wealth. Freed from impurities by processing. Refined sugar. Showing a high degree of refinement and the assurance that comes from wide social experience. Precise to a fine degree. Due to the limitations of the available tools, a more refined analysis of the data may be necessary. Used of persons and their behavior, cultivated and genteel. She was delicate and refined and unused to hardship. Done with delicacy and skill. Having or showing knowledge and skill and aptitude. A lesser known but no less skillful composer. being the exact same one, not any other. On this very spot. Used as intensifiers. Real is sometimes used informally for really, rattling is informal. She was very gifted. Precisely as stated. The very center of town. Devoid of physical sensation. Numb. His gums were dead from the Novocaine. Followed by, to, not showing human feeling or sensitivity, unresponsive. Passers-by were dead to our plea for help. Very tired. I'm dead after that long trip. Drained of electric charge, discharge. A dead battery. Not circulating or flowing. Dead air. Quickly and without warning. Completely and without qualification, used informally as intensifiers. You can be dead sure of my innocence. Not yielding a return. Dead capital. A time when coldness, or some other quality associated with death, is intense. The dead of winter. Devoid of activity. This is a dead town. Nothing ever happens here. Lacking acoustic resonance. Dead sounds characteristic of some compact discs. Lacking resilience or bounce. A dead tennis ball. No longer having force or relevance. A dead issue. No longer having or seeming to have or expecting to have life. The nerve is dead. Not showing characteristics of life, especially the capacity to sustain life. No longer exerting force or having energy or heat. Mars is a dead planet. Not surviving in active use. Latin as a dead language. Out of use or operation because of a fault or breakdown. A dead telephone line. People who are no longer living. They buried the dead. Physically inactive. Crater Lake is in the crater of a dead volcano of the Cascade Range. The complete stoppage of an action. Came to a dead stop. Unerringly accurate. A dead shot. Money extracted as a penalty. An expression of agreement normally occurring at the beginning of a sentence. Issue a ticket or a fine to as a penalty. I was fined for parking on the wrong side of the street. In a delicate manner. Finely shaped features. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. Everything's fine. Characterized by elegance or refinement or accomplishment. Fine wine. Free from impurities. Having a high or specified degree of purity. Gold 21 carats fine. Minutely precise, especially in differences in meaning. A fine distinction. Of textures that are smooth to the touch or substances consisting of relatively small particles. Wood with a fine grain. Thin in thickness or diameter. A fine film of oil. Developed in excessively fine detail. Finesse-spun distinctions. Developed with extreme delicacy and subtlety. The satire touches with finesse-spun ridicule every kind of human pretense. Making too fine distinctions of little importance. They didn't take his hair-splitting seriously. Developed in excessively fine detail. marked by precise accordance with details. Meticulous research, marked by extreme care in treatment of details. A meticulous craftsman, constituting a separate entity or part. On two distinct occasions. Recognizable, marked. Noticed a distinct improvement. Clearly or sharply defined to the mind. Claudius was the first to invade Britain with distinct intentions of conquest. Often followed by, from, not alike, different in nature or quality. Plants of several distinct types. Easy to perceive, especially clearly outlined. A distinct flavor. A fact about some part, as opposed to general. A medicine that has a mitigating effect on a specific disease. Quinine as a specific for malaria. Being or affecting a disease produced by a particular microorganism or condition. Used also of stains or dyes used in making microscope slides. Quinine is highly specific for malaria. Sometimes followed by, to, applying to or characterized by or distinguishing something particular or special or unique. Rules with specific application. Stated explicitly or in detail. Needed a specific amount. Relating to or distinguishing or constituting a taxonomic species. Specific characters.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.